Students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be okay in your respective homes. It is well in your knowledge that COVID-19 infection is gaining wild pace in UT of J&K. Our health sector is collapsing because the COVID-19 patients are not finding place in the hospitals for medical treatment. It is better move to remain inside your home, stick to the book so that you can benefit yourselves in two different ways. One, you will prepare for the coming examinations that are being taken online, and class 10th examinations have already commenced from yesterday. Secondly, you can defeat the COVID-19 infection by remaining in home isolation. Dear students, without use of whiteboard for the communication skills of teacher, we are dealing with today. Class 11th subject political science and topic under discussion is qualifications of Indian president and his executive powers. Only rest of the powers that are vested in the office of the president shall be discussed in the next class. Dear students, India has opted parliamentary type of government. In parliamentary type of government, there is double set of executive. One is the nominal executive, another is the real executive. All the powers are given in the name of president, but they are exercised by the prime minister and real. Head of the government is prime minister and head of the state is president. First of all, you need to know what are the qualifications of Indian president. He or she should be citizen of India. He or she should be not less than 35 years of the age. He or she should be eligible voter like other voters. He should be the voter. He or she should have the political rights. He or she should be elected as the member of the parliament. But when he is holding the office of the president, he or she should be not the member of the parliament, or he should not hold or she should not hold any office of profit. These are the qualifications of president. Moreover, he or she should be not convicted. Now, all the constitution says, our constitution says all the executive powers are given in the name of president, but in real they are exercised by the prime minister. 74th article of Indian Constitution, clause 1 says that there should be a council of ministers headed by prime minister to aid and the president in exercising his functions, but president is bound to act on these advices given by the prime minister. Today we are discussing what are the executive powers of the president. Already in your knowledge that all executive powers are vested in the office of the president, but he is not using them directly. A subordinating office, that is the office of prime minister, is using them. He appoints the prime minister of India after general elections. When general elections takes place for the Lok Sabha, the party that gains the majority choose their head, who becomes the prime minister. And prime minister is finally appointed by the president of India on the advice of the prime minister. Rest of the ministers are formed or appointed by the president. All the cabinet decisions are taken in the name of the president, and prime minister is bound to convey all the decisions that are taken in cabinet to the president. All the highest posts in Indian government are their heads are appointed by the president of India. For example, the governors of the state are appointed by the president of India. Judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the president. Auditor General and Comptroller General of India are appointed by the president of India. Even the ambassadors for fire, or we may say the fire and diplomats, are appointed by the president of India. These are the only the executive powers of the president, and the rest of the powers what Indian president is having, we will discuss in the next class. It is enough for today because we are resting on 2G. The pace of network I have in mind, because we are unable to upload more than 100 MBs video on different social media sites for you. But before leaving class, I am advising you books of political science are available with you. Do see these things on the available reference books of political science. If any sort of confusion or query strikes your mind after watching this video, you can call me on 7006671106 or WhatsApp me on the same number, or you are even free to email me on kgm3864@gmail.com, and when you post your query or confusion there, within short duration of time, inshallah, your query shall be answered. But before leaving the class, I'm advising you to watch these videos that are coming offline and online for your better tomorrow, and also remain strict to the books inside your homes to defeat the COVID-19 infection, and also prepare yourselves well for the coming examinations. Better to be in home isolation, restrict your movements in case when you go out, in case in any sort of emergency when falls, when comes strikes to you, you may wear masks and also should follow the guidelines that are being issued by the state machinery and health department time to time. Thanks. Be well, sir.